One of the first strategies that I'll often talk to people about and arm them with is something really easy to remember, the 3 Ps. And these are energy conservation techniques. And the 3 Ps are planning, prioritising and pacing. So planning would be you're looking at your day, your week. You've mapped out all the things that you need to do and the things that you want to do. You've got your energy levels corresponding to those time periods, and you might know that you've got more energy during the morning. So you might decide to plan things that require a lot of energy, whatever they may be in your everyday life, when you've got higher energy levels. You don't want to be trying to do things when you're already feeling exhausted, because it might really exacerbate your cancer-related fatigue, and that's a common experience for people. So that's planning. Prioritising is really that question of asking the why, the why and the what. So what's most important for me in my life that I either have to do, I'm expected to do, or I need, or I want to do, and what aspects of those are not a high priority for me at the moment. And that might be really pertinent for somebody just newly diagnosed with a blood cancer, or it might be pertinent for somebody who's been diagnosed for a while and maybe just about to start treatment for the first time, or starting another round of treatment. So those are really important questions to ask. What are the things that I can deprioritise that aren't particularly meaningful for me, that I might be able to get a family member, a carer, a community service, or just do something in a less energy intensive way, whilst I'm prioritising the energy that I do have for other things, like getting through my treatment as best as possible, physical activity, work, doing the things that we enjoy doing. So that's prioritising. The last one's pacing. Pacing's probably the most important one. It's the one that people living with cancer and experiencing cancer-related fatigue can struggle with, and can take quite a bit of time to adjust to. So a good way to explain that is, if you're somebody who prior to your cancer has been, you've done your hour walk in the morning, and that's your physical activity, and that's kept you well and healthy till that point. And now you're still trying to do that 1 hour block whilst you've been diagnosed and experiencing fatigue, or whilst you're having treatment, and it's not working out that well. You're feeling exhausted, and it's taking away from your energy levels for the other things that you want to do in your life, or the other things that you need to do. So pacing might be a simple strategy to, instead of having that hour walk in the one go in the morning, you might decide to do 2 half-an-hour blocks with a decent amount of time to rest and recover in between. Or you might do 3 20-minute blocks, depending on what your energy levels are doing for that day, and everything else that's happening in your life. It is a really interesting and a very, very common question that people living with a blood cancer will often ask. Does exercise help or assist in combating cancer-related fatigue? Really important question. And it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but the answer is yes, broadly speaking. Physical activity and exercise can help you better manage your energy levels and can help reduce cancer-related fatigue. The research is very clear in supporting that statement. One of the challenges with that is what do I do? What's right for me? How much is enough? How much is too much? And there's really no exact question that can be the right answer for every single person. There are guidelines. There are guidelines about the amount of physical activity, the amount of aerobic physical activity, the amount of strength physical activity that is recommended for improving general health, improving quality of life, improving risk of different types of diseases, and those are widely available on the internet. But what's the most important question is what's the right amount of physical activity for me, and really that's something that you need to answer in combination with your healthcare team, and also potentially with your with a healthcare professional that might be able to do a bit more of an in-depth assessment about all the factors that are contributing to the makeup of your life and all of the different side effects and all of the different things that you need to do in your everyday life. A main take-home message for me for people experiencing cancer-related fatigue is that there's always something that you can do for yourself. Whether this is getting the right information, connecting to the right people, getting specialised support. If you're looking for quality information, our website leukemia.org.au is a great place to start. Our 1-800 number, 1-800-620-420 will put you in touch with our blood cancer support coordinators in your local area, and they can connect you with appropriate health professionals within their local networks if this is a real challenge for you. So there's always something that you can do to improve your quality of life and to lessen the experience of cancer-related fatigue.